What's going on, guys? King Shrats here, back in the video on the channel, and today we went to Wendy's new menu alert. A lot of you guys tagged me on TikTok with this one specifically, but thank you for the tags as always. I always try to make sure that if people are tagging me in things that I do it. So Wendy's dropped 4 new items on their menu, Italian theme, which is even crazier, also with a winter flair. So let's go through the lineup real quick. First, we have the Peppermint Frosty. It looks like, I hope that's peppermint. I asked him 3 times if it was, but I didn't taste it yet because I don't want to have a blind taste test. But these are the new items right here. Let's go through the other 3. First one up is the Italian Mozzarella, cheeseburger. First thing I get is a garlic smell right off the bat, which is a dub already. Wendy's is one of my favorite fast food chains. I hope they don't botch this one, but I get the garlic smell from that already. The bread looks different. There's an entire, not too much sauce on there, but there's an entire patty of like a mozzarella patty, which is dope. I also got the other variation, which is the chicken. I believe I got the spicy variation. Yes, I did. This thing came off like a dub too. Look at this. A little saucier. We like that. We like that a lot. Also, they had a deal where you can get an extra spicy chicken sandwich if you bought a spicy chicken sandwich. So it's just a little finesse. So I got just an OG spicy chicken sandwich just with a tomato. We don't do the lettuce here. So we got that as well. Move these to the middle. And last, they have garlic fries, which look like just their fries, but they have like a garlic parmesan seasoning on it. Doesn't look like there's too much on there, but we always got to get a review and see what the vibe is on the new Wendy's item. So we got the Frosty. This right here is a grape, zero sugar, right, Sprite? I don't know. It's been rainy outside, long day. But I always do little remixes. This is my favorite drink of all time. Like, when I get the grape version, which you can get in movie theaters, so I do it when I do my movies as well. But that is the lineup. Of course, you got the Wendy's Gotta Stop new item reviews. Like, subscribe, thumbs up. I do appreciate the people that do. I know a lot of you forget to do it, so that's why I always remind you, and it does help. We are nearing Pickle-mageddon, as people call it, where I have to eat a pickle. So make sure you're dropping a thumbs up so you can see the video that everybody wants to see, where I hate pickles, but I have to eat one. That's that. Let's get into the video. Okay, I guess we will start with the burger. I like the bun that it comes with. I can smell garlic on here, which is a W already. One patty, looks like there is a slice of, I think this is the Asiago cheese. I know this seems like it's going to be an execution error, but because of this particular one, it just doesn't seem like there's enough sauce on here, so it comes across as like mad dry, which isn't usual from Wendy's, which is kind of a miss. But let's just kind of break this down and see where we're at. It's a little dry. There's just not enough sauce on it, man. But let's see this patty, this mozzarella cheese patty. I love the amount of cheese that you get on it and the texture you get from it for sure. I actually think it's the burger. I actually think it's the burger that makes it dry. This burger is not like up to Wendy's par. Weird. I usually don't have issues like that at Wendy's, but let's see the garlic knot bun. The bun is dope. It's just got this overall garlicky taste and smell that really puts you in that I'm eating an Italian mozzarella cheeseburger kind of thing. But I do feel like this would probably go better with the chicken sandwich, so I'm going to try that in a second. But overall, I do think it's a nice little switch up. I do think it is enjoyable, but I'm a little let down because the burger just came across dry. So I'm going to hold off on giving this a complete rating. I feel like it's going to go better with the chicken. Nah, we'll rate it anyway, bro. If I had to rate this, I'd probably give it a 6.5 out of 10. It's still good, but it's the burger. Like, I'm trying not to fault it, but you can see I'm like taking mad time to chew in between. A little disappointing. Still gonna eat it because I paid for it. But not what I thought it'd be. But let's see if it goes better with the chicken. So we got the chicken this time. I don't know what happened here. But this is not how it's supposed to come. They have a regular bun, like their premium bun. Doesn't have the garlic nut bun. There's also a tomato in here, so I feel like they crisscrossed the 2 orders of the spicy chicken sandwich, which I don't really mind. I feel like the bun would have been a little bit of a deal, but what I'm trying to see on this one more or less is if the patty and the chicken comes across a little more palatable, more like a chicken parm, which is what this should be. So that is what we have here this time. And let's get into this bite. Exponentially better. Yeah. The burger is an option. Don't get the burger. Get this. It tastes like a chicken parm. Wendy's spicy chicken fillet is always a dub. And it's not dry at all. Okay. I just realized this in my second bite. They definitely crisscrossed this. He probably got halfway through it and was like, yo, just put a mozzarella thing on it and put the sauce on it and no one's going to notice. And bet he didn't know I was going to do a review. Or she. There's also mayo on this. That's why it's not dry. There's mayo on it. But it's weirdly kind of good. The mayo adds like a tangy thing to the sauce. I like it a lot, actually. Maybe this is actually what they should have put out. Look at this. Like, this is a dub. This is weird. I never would have thought to put mayo with marinara sauce. The cheese on this one, this is fresher too. The cheese on this one is melty. I live a half a mile away. Sorry for. I live a half a mile away from Wendy's. So, it took me 2 minutes to get there and back. So everything's still fresh, but this one comes across as a lot fresher. The cheese is a lot meltier. The chicken is a lot more moist. And overall, I like this one a lot. This is the chicken parm kind of vibe that I was looking for from my favorite redhead. This one is a W. I give this one an 8.5 out of 10. This is a very enjoyable little variation to the spicy chicken sandwich. I don't want to get into the Wendy's praise, but they really don't miss when they come out with this premium stuff. That's a dub. Even more of a dub on this mozzarella cheese here. That just tastes like a good mozzarella stick, man. Obviously, it's a frozen patty, but it still works very well. I might get it like that from now on with the mayo. Y'all don't think I'm crazy, but y'all think I'm crazy anyway. That's a solid sandwich. I don't even really need the fork, right? Alright, let's do these garlic fries. I showed you these before, but let's just go through it again real quick. They're just regular fries, but there's definitely like a garlic, maybe Parmesan seasoning on here, which could be a dub. Doesn't look like they put a lot on it, but we'll see how good it works. That's definitely what it is. But the seasoning is definitely garlic parm. They call it a garlic sauce, but it comes across very garlic parmish. I feel like all their fries should just come like this. Like all the time. Because it makes these fries so much better than what Wendy's fries usually are, which is very hit or miss. These just taste like good garlic fries. I don't know what the logistics behind it would be. Cost-wise, this cost as much as a large fry. A large fry at my location of Wendy's is $3.29. This was $3.29, so they didn't charge you extra. I was going to say if they did charge you extra, like $4 or $5, this doesn't really feel like a specialty fry. I feel like this is what their standard fry should be. Petition to make all of your fries come with garlic sauce, please. Because I love a nice little garlic parm, and the vibe that it gives off on these, for what is usually like a mid to above average on a good day fry at Wendy's, very, very enjoyable. And it seems like it is a sauce. There's a little bit of a buttery taste to it, and it's seeping down into the other one, so all the other fries are actually seasoned too, which I can get down with. I don't need ketchup or anything with these fries, and I never say that about Wendy's. I find it hard to rate these because of that. Because when I'm trying these, I keep saying the same thing. Why aren't all your fries covered in garlic sauce? So, what would be a mid to above average fry would now be a respectable good French fry, which is why I'd probably give it a solid 7, because that's where I rate things that are good. And that's where this falls under. I find it very enjoyable and very good. We got ourselves a W on our hands. If you get anything, just order the garlic fries with it. You can get it as a side on your combo, because what I actually got was this cheeseburger combo with the Sprite and the fries, just as a combo meal. And you can switch it to garlic fries if you use the app, which I always do. They don't charge you extra for it. It just costs as much as a large meal. So it's a W in my book. Just whatever you get, even if you get like just a cheeseburger from Wendy's, just get the garlic fries. I think you'll like them a lot better than Wendy's fries, which are like really They're kind of mid, even though I'm a big fan of Wendy's. Probably the worst thing to have in their menu, in my opinion. So, we got a W on our hands. Won't keep you long for this one. We have the Peppermint Frosty. I hope this is peppermint. I asked the guy 3 times because it looks like strawberry, and I didn't want to just take a sip right there because I want to try it for the first time, so I hope so. It is definitely peppermint. It's definitely peppermint. You know what I got to do. Very pepperminty taste. If you like Frosties, you're going to expect what you get, which is a vanilla Frosty. They put some peppermint of that, like the syrup in it. Nice little winter flavor. It's not something that I would want to get all the time because peppermint isn't my favorite, but I do enjoy it for the winter months. And since it's a little cold outside, it does hit kind of diffy right now. And I can get down with that, especially if you're dipping. If you don't dip your fries in your Frosty, I don't really know what you've been doing, but at least try it once before you judge me. It's a big brain move. The peppermint gives a nice little taste to it. Couldn't drink a lot of this just because peppermint has that very like distinct flavor for me where I have a ton of it. So small is the biggest one I would go with. I think it's like $1 and change. It's worth it if you like peppermint. The taste is peppermint through and through. Vanilla with a little bit of peppermint in it. It's not an intensely strong flavor though. I would say like the flavor is like mild. If you're looking on a scale of 1 to 10, like the peppermint strength is probably like a 5 or a 6. Not crazy strong, so if you're not a fan of peppermint, you still might like it, but I wouldn't get it, because like, why would you? I hope I'm making sense. But overall, still enjoyable, still good. Not better than my other Frosties though, so with that being said, I'd probably still give it a 6, because, I mean, I would get chocolate, strawberry, and vanilla before I got this one, so... They should do like a peanut butter. Can we do that? I know that's not relevant to what I was saying. Concludes the review portion. We're just going to chill out, have a little more of this food because, well, I paid for it. We had a little finesse, so this whole thing only cost like 20 bucks. What I did was I got the 2-for-1. You get one spicy chicken variant, which included the Italian mozzarella. I'm trying so hard not to say mozzarella. It didn't roll off the tongue right. Mozzarella. It just, look, it sounds good. It just doesn't, you know what I'm saying? It'll click. Anyway, what I did was I just basically got the Italian mozzarella chicken, but I guess they figured it wasn't right, so they just made it this way, which is cool. But you get an additional spicy chicken sandwich for $1. So I got that, and then the meal, which came out to like 20 bucks. You add this for the Frosty. Normally it'd been like 35 and change, so I feel like I always am good with like working the apps a little bit. If you don't use apps, you gotta use them. But this sandwich, I feel like it's so slept on in the spicy chicken game because it doesn't have that same flair that Popeyes and KFC has. But this thing right here actually kind of hits, and no one gives it any respect. So I'm just gonna get How do I describe this? It's just a classically good sandwich. It's spicier than Chick-fil-A's spicy chicken sandwich. Is it better than Chick-fil-A's spicy chicken sandwich? No. Chick-fil-A makes chicken. It should be better. But growing up, I gotta put some fries on here, by the way. You know how I get down. Growing up, we didn't have access to Chick-fil-A where I came from. In New Jersey, we probably started getting Chick-fil-A's like, I want to say maybe like five years ago. I think they had one that was kind of far away, but there hasn't been like readily accessible Chick-fil-A until maybe like 5 years ago. And because of that, there wasn't many spicy chicken sandwiches around. Wendy's always had my back. I love the cheeky spicy chicken sandwich. I used to get it every time I went to Wendy's with no lettuce and tomato. I moved up to tomato, still don't like lettuce. And it just hit the spot, you know, with a little bit of their mid-fries and the chili. Oh, that brings it. Get the garlic fries with everything. Levels. And it's just, it was diffy. It's definitely not the best. But out of the big three, which Chick-fil-A is you know, pushing the envelope a little bit, of the fast food chains, they have better ones than the other three. As far as like a stock chicken sandwich, this has been on their menu for like, 15, 20 years at this point. And it's better than McDonald's spicy chicken sandwich for sure. And it wasn't better than the Chicken, but we all know what happened with that. So, for now, I'm back to Wendy's. We've been talking about this in the Twitch chat. We debate. We call it passion. Chat comes through with the passion. I like passion. Over the best fast food chain And if you look back at my fast food rankings, I had Wendy's in my S tier. I still do. I feel like Wendy's is massively underrated as far as fast food goes. And I know my opinion isn't like fact. Your opinion's not wrong. We don't agree. But they have a large menu with a ton of different items. Burgers, chicken sandwiches, premium chicken sandwiches, premium burgers, fries, premium fries, baked potato, chili, dessert items. Value menu item is a dub. Snack wraps on the value menu item is a dub. The different kinds of baked potato, the Baconators, all that others. They have so much stuff at Wendy's, in my opinion. And there's not like a miss on that menu. Their only arguable miss, in my opinion. Get my damn spray. I hate paper straws, bro. It's okay. Worst things to complain about in life than a paper straw. The fries are like the only like kind of miss. The regular chicken nuggets are kind of sometimes good, sometimes not either. But I like their spicy nugs. They're always on the menu. Y'all can't hear that, but it's making a weird sound. Oh, that's fizzy. We like that. Keep that. Let it rock. And they really don't have a miss. Their cookies are really, really good. People don't really try those. Even got like oatmeal bars, which are a W. I just feel like when you think about it, I would pick Wendy's before I picked McDonald's, and I had McDonald's as my GOAT, and it's not anymore. If I was in the mood for just anything, then I feel like you could find something, I'd give the edge to Wendy's right now as far as like fast food, not fast casual, so it doesn't include Five Guys, Chipotle, all that stuff, but including Burger King, Chick-fil-A, Popeyes, stuff like that. I feel like Wendy's would have the best options for me. Chick-fil-A is consistent, but they only serve chicken, and sometimes I want a burger. As far as burgers go in that genre, you can't include Whataburger for me. I'm from New Jersey. I know people in and out. I don't know that stuff. But for me, Wendy's has the best fast food burger of any of like the national chains. The Baconator, the Dave's Classic, the Pretzel Bacon Pub, whatever this dry thing was doesn't count. But I just feel like they don't get the respect. McDonald's was, but for me, their menu is getting smaller and smaller. You can't get it all day like you used to. It used to be 24 hours. You can't get any of it after midnight anymore. When you could go to McDonald's and get a breakfast item with a burger and all that, I used to love it, but it's not what it was. Burger King has too many misses. Popeyes is way too inconsistent for me to be number one, because I'd go there and get a different experience every time. Sometimes it's delicious, sometimes it's not. Sometimes they're rude, sometimes they forget your order. So I can't include Popeyes in that either. KFC, I don't like the sides. That just leaves Wendy's. The only reason I wouldn't put Chick-fil-A in the S tier, and I told you this is my opinion, I don't like Chick-fil-A's fries. I've said it before. I feel like they're carried by their sauces, and their menu doesn't have other stuff. They got mac and cheese that I like, and they got chicken. But sometimes I want a burger. So, but what they do, they're incredibly consistent. So I put it like right there. But yeah, that's where I put all that stuff. At the very least, you have to respect that I can articulate why I put it there. I just feel like Wendy's is super slept on. What other place can you go and get a chili cheese baked potato as a side to your fries? And they seem to come out with so many different types of burgers. You always have the option of getting anything on the menu with a burger or a chicken sandwich. The amount of different things you can put on it, if you look on the app, is crazy. They have more combinations and variety than any place. And I also have to say this. One of the better quality fast food stuff. Their burgers are fresh, you can tell. You know, and the different buns and things they use. I just feel like they don't get the love. But it's okay, Wendy. I got your back. In my eyes, Wendy, you're a W. Except for this burger, which was kind of dry. So I'm not touching it. But I had to give my Wendy's appreciation one time for the fam. Thank you guys for watching. Get the chicken variation and the garlic fries. Absolute W's in my opinion. But we're back. It looks like the video of me in the kitchen, people are watching it. And if you want to see more stuff like that, then just support it. I'm going to do more stuff like that because I enjoy doing stuff like that anyway. I just wanted to throw it in again for the real ones. I always will do what you guys want the majority. So, got some more stuff in the way coming in that genre as well. But we'll be back tomorrow. More content. I love y'all. The hand signs, they made it to YouTube.